so hopefully you can hear me okay. Thank you for joining me live or later. I know this time doesn't work for everyone. Works for me. I'm in between clients, and also it's when the lawnmowers aren't going. So that's nice, a little bit more peaceful. So today we're going to do a 30-minute warrior flow and let it go. And I have my hair down right now because, as some of you, if you follow me on Instagram, know that I'm doing a hair donation, my third hair donation tomorrow. And so that is part of this whole letting go thing. So, you know, letting go is something that all of us, I think, struggle with in one way or the other. I know I do. And so the symbolism of letting go of hair is just one thing, but, you know, material things, or letting go of fear and anxiety and anger. I mean, I can't think of a time more in our history than the need of being able to go with the flow and let go than, you know, right now and over the last year and a half. So as we always talk about, yoga is so much more than the physical poses that we practice on the mat, although that will help us build strength and, of course, flexibility, because flexibility is power, and that is the whole go with the flow thing. So today's practice is going to be 30 minutes. I'm going to do a good amount of reading too. I have a couple different books to read from. I wanted to share with you, by the way, if you personally struggle with like letting go, or you're very rigid and regimented and structured, and you have a difficult time like letting go and going with the flow, this book by Gabby Bernstein is called The Universe Has Your Back. And I'm not going to read from it today, but it's great, and she has a wonderful podcast. So I would recommend that for sure. It might be a little bit woo-woo for some of you, but it's amazing information. She is an incredible inspiration to me. So let's just start with a couple quick quotes from my book, The Find Your Flexible Warrior. And this is really about, you know, for those of you who follow me regularly, willpower, chill power. Willpower, do hard things, challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone. Part of which is cutting off my hair. I really don't want to cut off my hair, you guys. I don't. I am attached to it. I know that sounds so silly. It's going to grow back. It's fine. And it is going to a very good cause for children with hair loss that can't grow hair. But I am attached to it, and I don't really want to cut it off. And that's the whole point, right? It's like the quotes about fear. It's not about not being afraid. It's about being afraid and doing it anyway. So that's the point, right? So willpower and then chill power. So willpower, do hard things, challenge yourself, and then chill power, of course, practice self-care and all of that. And really the letting go is part of that. So where was the quote that I wanted to read to you guys in the chill power section? There's two of them. One of which is from Yoda, Star Wars, right? We all love him. Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose, because it's really human nature. As soon as you have what you want, like for me, this long, you know, healthy, it's easy to cut off unhealthy hair. Is it easy to cut off really healthy like hair? No, not so much, but let it go. So train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. It's really normal, by the way, to cling to things. It's about letting go anyway. And then the second quote is, one of the hardest decisions you'll ever face in life is choosing whether to walk away or to try harder. And so that's walking away from things, letting go. You know, I know for me personally, and that's where this chapter in the book, I talk about a little bit more about when I was struggling with my health issues. And I was diagnosed with Lyme and Hashimoto's in the same year. And what I did, and this is in my late 20s, then into my early 30s, I pushed harder. I pushed and I pushed and I pushed. And instead of surrendering and letting go and acknowledging that I have a disease that needed to be taken seriously, I pushed and pushed and pushed. And so then I got sicker and sicker until I surrendered and I let go of the fear and the anxiety and the diagnosis, and I embraced it. That's when I healed. And I got so much stronger and healthier, and I'm healthier now than I was in my 20s and 30s, honestly. At 52, I, honest to God, feel healthier than I did then. And it was only because, you know, it's the warrior spirit. You want to fight, but the warrior also needs to be vulnerable and surrender, in my opinion. Okay? So yes, I'm going to put my hair up in a little ponytail now, but I just wanted to, on Monday, if you join me on Monday, I'll be holding my hair in my hand instead, and that'll be fun. And we'll do a round 2 of this warrior flow and let it go. Okay, so go ahead and make your way to child's pose. We're gonna do some sun salutations, incorporating some heart openers and some twists, some hip openers, some hamstring stretches for my runner friends, and some good breathing techniques as well. So child's pose, everyone, sit on back, breathe deeply, and just for a moment in time, contemplate the notion of letting go. What can you let go of right now? Are you holding tension at all in your neck, and your shoulders, your hips, or your low back? Just for a moment, send that healing energy of your breathing into the tight areas of your body. Take one more very deep breath there. And as you exhale, let go even more. Surrender and soften even more. And for this next little while, just really honor and carve out this time for your own healing and happiness and self-care. Walk your hands forward, shift your weight into your hands, curl your toes, and lift straight up into downward facing dog. And let's go ahead and pedal right and left. And if you're outside like me, take in the scenery. Take in your surroundings. Hear the sounds of nature, feel the air on your skin, maybe the sun on your back. All of those elements of nature are so healing. And remember, 4 dogs and it's garbage day. So there will be, there's always a little bit of an element of surprise here in live yoga practice, but that's part of it. So hands are shoulder distance. We're gonna inhale, draw forward to plank pose and pause. Feel the core of your body strong, the eyes focus forward. And again, even here in plank, you feel that strength, but you also feel a sense of letting go, of being in the moment, of being very centered and calm. Shift into your hands and then bend your elbows and lower down. On an inhale, you're gonna float up to a gentle cobra to start, and then just twist a little bit right and left. It just feels good to move the spine very gently. Taking it right and left. Bruno's doing so good with the garbage man. I shouldn't jinx myself. He used to really very much react to that. And we trained him little by little with positive reinforcement to let go, and it's okay, you're safe. The garbage man will go by and you'll be okay. Go ahead and sit back into child's pose, hips to heels, forehead down. And once again, take a nice deep breath into your low back. Send that calm, peaceful energy. Shift into your hands, curl your toes. We're gonna come back to downward facing dog. And pedal out again, right and left. So just ground through your hands and sink through your heels. Now this time we're gonna go ahead and lift the right leg straight up to the sky. Take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, shift your weight forward and step that right foot up and through your hands. I want you to drop your hips really low, but lift and open the chest and the heart. We're gonna come up with a sun breath. So inhale, reach the arms all the way out and up, dropping the hips, but reaching the arms high. And exhale, draw your hands back to heart center and do that 2 more times. So inhale, big sun breath. Calm energy in, and then exhale again, just contemplating that exhale and letting go. And one more time, energizing, calm breath in through the nose. Exhale, contemplating that notion of letting go, folding forward and bringing your hands on either side of your right foot, stepping through plank. Pause in plank, feel the heart open, the core strong, and the eyes softly focused forward. Then the elbows lower down. You can come into upward facing dog now if you want to, so coming to the tops of the feet, opening the chest, or staying in cobra if that feels better on your back. And then lift your hips, downward facing dog. Breathing in and out through the nose, ground yourself. And even here, feel strong and grounded, but soft and subtle, letting go with your exhale. Walk your toes together to touch if they're not already. Lift that left leg straight up to the sky, evenly grounding through both hands out in front. And as you exhale, shift your weight forward, stepping that left foot up and placing it between your hands. Just check your alignment, make sure your knee's out over your ankle. Hips drop really low, get that good stretch. Inhale, rise and reach for the sky. 3 sun breaths. So you continue to feel your hips dropping as low towards the ground as you can. You're gathering good, positive, calm energy in with your inhale and feeling that notion of letting go and surrendering with your exhale. One more time. Big, nice, calm, deep, energizing breath in. Exhale, let it go. Folding forward, hands on either side of your left foot. Step through to plank and pause. Good job, Bruno. Vinyasa, elbows bend. Again, you can come halfway down if you want, or all the way to your belly. Inhale into your back bend, cobra or upward facing. Big breath in, and then curl your toes, lift up, downward facing dog. Again, we are practicing on our mats here, feeling grounded, feeling strong, feeling stable and steady, but also contemplating that notion. How can I let go? How can I go with the flow a little bit more in my life? Walk your toes together to touch. We're gonna go ahead and add on. So inhale, lift that right leg back up to the sky, big breath. Exhale, shift your weight forward, stepping that right foot up and through the hands. Inhale, rise up to your high lunge again. This time we're gonna add a heart opener. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna imagine you had a big rubber band falling from the sky. You're gonna grab onto that rubber band and you're gonna pull it back and down, opening the chest and the heart. So you're feeling a little bit of a back bend. The elbows pull down towards the hips. The heart is opening up to the sky. Take a big breath in as you open through the chest and the heart. You exhale, you're gonna lift back up, reach forward, and then plant your left hand on the inside of your right foot and twist your right hand out and up to the sky. I got some sun on my face here too, that feels so good. So you feel rotation, you feel your heart opening, you feel your left hand grounding down, but your right hand reaching high. Take one more nice deep breath here. And then go ahead and release that right hand down on the outside of your right foot. Release your left knee down, and as I promised for my runner friends, we're gonna do some hamstring and hip openers. So with the left knee down, you're gonna pull that right leg back and fold out over your right knee. Now, this is a wonderful opportunity to practice letting go. So if the hamstrings are feeling tight, which mine definitely are this morning, it's okay. You can let go, you can surrender, you can soften, you can embrace. You can be at peace with what is, instead of fighting and pushing and shoving, because pushing and shoving into a stretch only tightens you more. So it works the opposite way that you want it to. So the more that you fight and push, the more that life pushes back, right? So if we can go with the flow and embrace, whether it's cutting off a ponytail or letting go of shoes and trinkets in your house, whatever it needs to be for you to clear space and to feel more free. Take one more very deep breath in. See if you can lift your tailbone a little bit more. Pull your tailbone back towards your left heel. And then go ahead and shift your weight forward. We're gonna bring your hands on the inside of your right foot. So that with your hands on the inside, I'll just pivot so you can see it's right on the inside, so that your hand is lined up with your shin and the inside of the knee. Like the shoulder is right inside the knee. And you're just dropping down. So this is a lizard pose. And then I'm gonna give you a different variation if you wanna try it. You can bring one or both forearms down towards the floor, to the mat. And then you can externally rotate that right knee so you get a nice hip opener. So the hand comes to the inside of the knee and you just look up towards the sky. Again, for those of you who are real athletic, you're running, you're walking, you're hiking, you're cycling, maybe the hips are really tight. The hips are such a great reference tool to be like, how can I let go? They hold so much tension. Can you let go even more? Maybe close your eyes, soften your jaw. Remember not to force. Take one more big breath in, and then go ahead and come out of that. You're gonna bring your right hand back onto the outside of your right foot, curl your left toes under, and step yourself right into your plank. You can go through a vinyasa. You don't have to. You can just go straight to downward facing dog if you prefer. Otherwise, elbows bend, lower down. Inhale into your cobra or upward facing, and then exhale, meet back down in downward facing dog. And we're breathing in and out through the nose. Again, once again, just send that message of peace and calm, feeling grounded and stable and steady, but also flexible and resilient, and that whole mindset of letting go. Let's get that on the other side. So left foot lifts up to the sky, take a big breath in, and left foot steps up and in between the hands. Okay, just check your alignment that your knee is right out over your ankle. Your hips are dropping low, your heart and chest are opening. We inhale, we rise and reach for the sky. And then we imagine that big string or that rubber band reaching from the sky. You're gonna pull it back and down so you feel that nice heart opener. Hips are dropping really low, but heart and chest are open. Look up. When we look up, we feel more inspired. Take one more nice deep breath in. We're gonna reach for the sky. We're gonna reach forward. So use your core to keep you strong. Your right hand plants on the inside of your left foot. Your left hand twists around and up to the sky. So you can look up towards your left thumb. Feel your right hand pressing down, your left hand reaching up, and the rotation of your spine. Take a big breath in. Go ahead and release that left hand down on the outside of the left foot. Release your right knee. Take an inhale. And exhale, pull back for your runner's lunge. Again, just acknowledge if the hamstrings are feeling tight today, rather than feeling frustrated or judgmental or whatever the emotion is, let that go and just soften and be at peace with where you are. You're here. The hardest part is showing up. So you showed up. You're honoring, protecting, and listening to your body. With your next inhale, try to breathe in even more deeply. And as you exhale, lift the tailbone, soften and fold even more. And then shift your weight forward, and we're gonna get that lizard stretch. So the left hand comes in the inside of the left foot. And so you have that line from the arm to the shin are all lined up, and you can just stay right here. So this is plenty for a lot of people. You get a hip flexor stretch, you get a little bit of hip stretch on the left side. If you want to go deeper and try the variations, you can bring one or both forearms down. So the right forearm can come down, the left forearm maybe can come down, or you can try that external rotation, which I think feels really good. You roll to the pinky toe side of the left foot, and you gently place the left hand on the inside of the left knee, and very gently, so again, no forcing, no shoving, no pushing, that just doesn't work in stretching or in life. So let's be gentle, let's go in peace with it all. And change is inevitable, right? So we can evolve, we can be open to it, we can let go of attachment, and we can be at peace with what is. Flexibility is truly power. One more breath. Go ahead and bring it back to center. Prop yourself up, bring your left hand to the outside of your left foot, curl your right toes under, squeeze your right knee straight, and step through to your plank. Level everything out. Take a big breath in. And then again, the option to go through your vinyasa if you like. So we are going to add on some warriors. You ready? Curl your toes, lift up. Downward facing dog, exhale. Send that message of peace and calm. I am strong, I have the warrior spirit, but I will let go and surrender as well. So right leg, lift to the sky. Take a big breath in. Exhale, stepping the right foot up and through the hands, coming back up to that high lunge. One more time. Inhale, rise up and reach up. Big, energizing sun breath. Appropriate that I have the sun on the upper part of my body. So inspiring already. Exhale, pull down and open your heart. Open your heart to being flexible, to letting go, just to not be so rigid and uptight or restrictive. Inhale, reach and energize the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, reach forward as you hinge. Plant the left hand down, reach the right hand up, come back up to that twist. Get a little bit more range this time if you can. Open up, look to the sky. This time we're gonna go straight to reverse warrior, okay? So you're gonna reach your right hand down and around. You're gonna plant your left foot like a warrior base, strong warrior base, and then inhale, reach out and up for reverse warrior. Sink down through the lower body, reach out and up with the upper body. Take a big breath in, strong but open warrior. Inhale, and then exhale, hands come down on either side of your right foot. Excellent job. We're gonna step through to plank pose and do a quad stretch this time. So from your plank, you're gonna bend your elbows and lower all the way down onto your belly. We're gonna start with locust pose because locust is a cicada, and supposedly cicadas are coming. We don't have them here yet, but they're coming supposedly. So let's honor the cicadas, let's honor nature. Inhale, grab the fingertips together, interlacing. Open the chest and the heart, squeeze the palms together. Hover everything up from the mat, so you're strengthening the whole back line of the body. Take one more very deep breath, lift, 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 and release it down. Now from here, I want you to bring your left forearm out in front of you and reach up and just grab the right foot. And let's do a quad stretch. My quads are tight today too. Been doing a little cycling, a little hiking.
So you want to squeeze your glutes a little bit. As you squeeze your glutes, you press your hips into the mat. You get that good stretch. And this is a wonderful opportunity to practice your breathing too. So feel the breath come into the belly. And as you exhale, engage the glutes and stretch that right quad. Let's switch sides. So go ahead and just switch. Bring the right forearm out in front. The left hand grabs the left foot. Your knees are aligned, by the way, so make sure that knee is not splayed out. You want to squeeze the glutes, press your hips into the mat, always honoring, protecting, and listening to your body, modifying if you need to. Take one more breath and release out of it. Now we're going to press and rest into child's pose for a second. So just sit the hips back onto the heels. Child's pose is one of the best poses to practice letting go because you're folding in to yourself. You can have your hands back by your feet with your palms facing up. Your forehead is down onto the mat, and you're taking a moment to just surrender and let go. And while you're here, I'm going to read those two quotes for you again, so you can contemplate, how in my life can I let go? So, and in addition to that, reminding yourself of healthy boundaries. So what you can say no to, what you can let go of, expectations maybe that other people have for you, let go of that and just honor yourself. Okay, so the two quotes once again. Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. And then the other one is, one of the hardest decisions you'll ever face in life is choosing whether to walk away and push harder. One of the hardest decisions you'll ever face in life is choosing whether to walk away or to try harder. So there's such a huge one. Is it a time, is there something that you're struggling right now with that you can either choose to push harder in or you can choose to let go of? So just take a moment to contemplate that. So powerful. And then from there, let's get the left side. So walking your hands straight forward again, so you're in extended child's pose. Shift into your hands, curl your toes, make your way into downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths again just to feel grounded and strong in your downward dog. Left foot's going to lift to the sky. Take an inhale. And then left foot steps up and through your hands as you exhale. Coming back up to that high lunge, we inhale, reach out and up, gather the positive energy from the sun, and exhale, pull back and down so you feel your heart open and lifted. Hips dropping low, but heart open. Inhale, reach for the sky, take a big breath in. Exhale, hinge forward, plant your right hand down, twist your left hand out and up to the sky. Feel the rotation of your spine. Feel the focus of your eyes upward. Take one more breath. And then this time we're coming into that reverse warrior, right? So you're gonna plant your right heel, reach the right hand around and up, and the left hand up to the sky. Take a couple nice deep breaths there. I know you can't really see my upper body. I'm just gonna tilt up just a hair. So you're strong in your warrior, but you're open and you're uplifted. Take one more big breath in, really feel the strength with the flexibility. And then exhale, hands come down on either side of your left foot. Good job, you guys. Good. From here, we're stepping to plank again. So go ahead and step right into your plank. Pause. Just for a moment, pause. Don't be in a hurry. All right, just pause and feel aligned and strong. Come in all the way down to your stomach. Inhale the fingers. Lift and interlace behind the tailbone. Open the chest and heart. Locust pose, honoring nature and the cicadas. So once again, we can fight that. But the cicadas have been here for a very long time, and every 17 years they bless us with extra cicadas. And so we can fight that, we can be frustrated by that, or we can honor nature and just know that it's part of the process, going with the flow. Go ahead and release down. Now, you can either, you're gonna do a quad stretch again, so you can either do the quad stretch like we did the first round, like on 1 foot at a time, just like that, right? Repeat that. Or if you want to, reach back and grab the tops of both feet in your hands and do bow pose. So getting both quads at the same time. If that it's too much for you, then you back out of it and you do less because you're honoring yourself, right? And you're going with the flow. So you do you, I do me. Everybody does what is best for them And there's a lot less struggle in the world if that's the way everybody functioned. Hands under shoulders, push back, child's pose. Let it rest. Hips to heels again. Just take a moment in your child's pose to contemplate. Where am I struggling in life? What can I let go of? How can I be more in the flow? There's so much more peace when we're in the flow. We're gonna go one more set through. We're gonna add a little bit more on. Walk your hands straight forward if they're not already. Elbows are straight, palms are stretched out. Inhale, shift into your hands, curl your toes, downward facing dog. Push back and breathe. Take a moment, once again, feel grounded. Feel strong but flexible. Feel open to change. Flexible and resilient. Walk your toes together to touch one more time through this warrior flow, adding on. Right foot to the sky, inhale. Right foot up and through your hands, exhale. Coming into that high lunge one more time. Inhale, reach out and up, big energizing breath in. Exhale, heart opener, pull it down and open it up. Flowing a little bit faster, inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hinge forward and twist. Right hand flows up. Look up towards your right thumb if you can. Feel your hips low, your rib cage rotating. One more breath, going straight to reverse warrior. You reach your right hand around and up, you plant your left foot, and you come all the way up to reverse warrior and breathe. Again, you feel strong, you feel grounded, but you feel open and resilient. As you exhale, you let it all go, and we come into extended side angle this time. So the right forearm's gonna come down, the left arm is gonna reach out and up. Relax your right hand, let go of tension that you're holding. Feel open and stretch and reach. Take one more breath. Come all the way up to warrior two. So we're gonna bend that right knee, drop the hips low, feel strong at the core of the body, and feel the energizing reach for the fingertips. One more time into reverse warrior, inhale. And then hands come down on either side of your right foot. Beautiful. Now we're gonna go back. We're gonna back up and come back to our runner's lunge, our lizard pose, and then our quad stretch. So adding it all together, the left knee releases down. We inhale deeply. Exhale, let it go. Pull back and fold into that right hamstring. Feeling a sense of surrender, a sense of peace. Honoring your body, deepening your breathing, and feeling strong but flexible. So the flexible warrior is all about doing hard things, willpower, challenging yourself, getting out of your comfort zone, but also surrendering, softening, and going with the flow. On your next inhale, bend your right knee, shift forward, and come into that lizard pose. So again, your hands can be on the inside of your right foot. You can stay right here. You can bring both forearms down if you like, or you can externally rotate that right knee out to the side and add that twist so you get a little bit more into your hip. Whatever feels good for you, that's what I need you to do. Flexibility is power. Embrace change. Take a couple more breaths into that right hip, wherever you are. And then go ahead and bring it back to center. Now we're gonna add on a pigeon stretch this time. You're gonna curl your left toes under, come back into this lunge position. Your hands are shoulder distance apart. Your right leg's gonna go straight back up to the sky. So it might look like a tricky transition, but you got it. Right leg straight up, inhale. And then shift forward, bring that right knee to your right wrist for a pigeon stretch. I can't think, aside from Shavasana, this pigeon stretch is the most powerful letting go pose there is, in my opinion. So go ahead and release down into this stretch because we do hold so much tension in our hips. Now listen, if this is bothering your right knee in any way, or your foot, I need you to lie down on your back and just do pigeon stretch in this position, okay, with your right ankle over your left knee. It's all good, you're gonna get the benefits either way. Again, honor, protect, listen to your body. And whichever pose you're choosing, can you let go even more? Can you surrender a little bit more? Can you soften? Can you just be at peace? Be vulnerable. Scan your body. Notice where you tend to hold tension. I know for me, it's a lot in my neck and my shoulders, the jaw, the eyebrows. Again, without judgment, just acknowledge it. Just notice it and let it go. Soften even more with your exhale. One more breath. Then we're going to go ahead and prop up from there. The hands are shoulder distance apart. We're going to add on that quad stretch. Curl your left toes under. Come back to your plank and pause. Remind yourself, I'm not in a hurry. I have plenty of time. Go ahead and bend the elbows. Lower all the way down to the chest. Come back to that quad stretch, whether you're doing 1 foot at a time, like we did the first time through, right? Or reach back and grab the tops of both feet into your hands and do double, both feet at a time, or bow pose. And you can go back to locust pose, by the way, that we did earlier. That's all good too. You're just not gonna have the quad stretch there. Whatever you're choosing to do, one more breath. And then release down, hands under shoulders. Give yourself a push back. And once again, find yourself in that awesome letting go pose of child's pose. Elbows soft, hands back by the feet. Breathing is deep in and out through the nose. So feel good, positive energy coming in with your inhale. And feel that sense of letting go with your exhale. We're almost done. Stay with it. Keep practicing. Always remembering it is a process and it's not about perfection. It's about letting go and being at peace with what is sometimes. Let's get the left leg. So go ahead and walk your hands straight forward. Shift into your hands, curl your toes, and make your way into downward facing dog as you exhale. If you need a reminder about letting go, just look at the dogs. Bruno's in the letting go pose. Okay, so walking your hands, still shoulder distance, feet toes together to touch, left foot to the sky, inhale. Left foot up and through your hands as you exhale. Last time through left side. Drop your hips low, lift your heart high, rise up and reach up to the sky, big energizing, calm breath in, and exhale, open the heart by pulling back and down with the elbows. Just feel uplifted, feel inspired, feel open. Inhale, reach the hands back into the sky. Pivot and shift your weight forward. Right hand plants down on the mat, left hand swings out and around and up. So you're getting that nice twist through the spine. Feeling the hips drop low, but the fingertips reach up high for one more breath. Now you know we're going to straight to reverse warrior, right? So here we go. You're gonna swing that left hand down. You're gonna plant your right heel and you're gonna reach out and up to your reverse warrior. Such a beautiful pose to feel strong with the lower body, but open and flexible with the upper body. Looking up if you can, take one more breath. We're gonna pivot to the side, bringing that left forearm down to the left thigh. Right arm reaches around and up. Hips drop really low. Arm reaches high. Notice what you're doing with the left arm. Are you dumping down into it? Are you sinking? Or are you open and lifted and really using your core? Take one more breath. Make little adjustments, it's all good. Reach out and up, come into warrior two. Strong with your warrior, strength from the belly, fingertips reaching out and up like you mean it. Inhale, left hand to the sky, back to reverse warrior. Exhale, hands down on either side of your left foot. Good job, you guys. Right knee releases down, take an inhale, breathe deeply. Exhale, pull back, fold into your runner's lunge. Now you should be a little bit warmer, right? So hopefully as we practice these, your hamstrings are feeling a little bit more open. You can fold a little bit more deeply into yourself. You can let go even more. So take a big breath in. And as you exhale, where can you let go? Again, more and more in your mind throughout the day today, you might just notice, maybe I can let go a little bit here. Maybe I can just be at peace with what is, surrender, and go with the flow. So just notice it throughout the day today. Go ahead and bend that left knee, shift your weight forward. Last time for this lizard pose. So once again, hands to the inside of your left foot. Stay right here if this is your best place. Bring one or both forearms down to your mat if you like. Or pivot that left foot out to the side so you're on the pinky toe side of your left foot.
And you're externally rotating out to the side, which just feels like a nice hip opener, a little variation from pigeon. But you're also getting hip flexor on your right leg. Look up towards the sky, breathe deeply. For me, I'm listening to the birds chirping too. I don't hear the cicadas just yet. Not here anyway. All right, are you ready for pigeon stretch? I know I am. Go ahead and bring it up. Hands on either side of your left foot. You're gonna curl your right toes under, squeeze your right knee straight, and that left foot is going straight up to the sky. You're gonna inhale, really reach through that left foot, shake it out a little bit if it needs, and then bring that left knee to the left wrist for pigeon. So remember, if this is tweaky for your left knee, you're gonna just lie down on your back, and you're gonna do pigeon this way with the left ankle over the right knee. Recline pigeon. Just as effective, but a lot less stress on the knee. So do the one that feels best for you. Whichever one you're choosing, can you let go even more? So the one, I have 4 books in front of me today. One of the books I have with me is called The Language of Letting Go. It's a book that I've owned for, I don't know, a very long time, 20 years maybe. And so the whole book is about letting go. Again, and just like the one that I said to you in the beginning, that Gabby Bernstein, The Universe Has Your Back, this Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie, you guys, so powerful. If you struggle with letting go, I would highly encourage this book. But here's a brief reading about detachment as you continue to breathe and enjoy your pigeon stretch. The law of detachment allows others to be who they are. Allow yourself to be who you are. Don't force situations. Solutions will emerge. Uncertainty is a reality. Embrace it. So none of us ever really know what's coming next, right? And so going with the flow and detaching is so valuable. Again, symbolically for me, I'm letting go of my hair. That will help me let go of other things in the future, I believe. I think it has. This is my 3rd time, and I think it has helped me in times of change and struggle, that I know that I can let go and I can go with the flow. All right, go ahead and lift up. Hands shoulder distance apart. Nice job. Curl your right toes under. Step through to plank. Again, pause and plank. Just check your alignment, check your core, check your elbows, wrists, and shoulders. Check that your heart is always open. And then shift and come all the way down into your belly. One more time. You have 3 choices. You can do locust, right? You can do single leg quad stretch, or you can do your full bow by reaching back and grabbing the tops of both feet. Whichever you're choosing to do, you are honoring, protecting, and listening to your body. That's what's most important. Take 1 or 2 more breaths in that pose. Really lifting up, and then release your hands down. So yeah, we're running a little over time. That's okay, we're live. It's all good. Hands under shoulders, push back, rest in child's pose. Okay, the ultimate, so what was gonna be a 30-minute practice is now a 40-minute practice, but we're going with the flow, so it's all good. The ultimate pose of letting go, Shavasana, okay? 2 variations that you can choose from today. You can just lie straight on your back, right, and do regular Shavasana, otherwise known as corpse pose. Beautiful, wonderful. Or you can also choose to add reclined butterfly, which just means you'll bring the bottoms of the feet together and let the knees fall open. Hands can rest onto your belly, or hands can be down by your side with your palms facing up. Whichever version you're choosing, it is all good. Do the one that feels the best for your body today. I want you to take a deep, cleansing, calming breath in. And as you exhale, let go. Really let go. Really, really, really let go even more. And once again, just take a moment to contemplate, where in my life can I be less rigid and more open? Where in my life can I be less stringent, stubborn? Where can I let go? in order to bring a sense of peace and freedom, either into your physical body or emotionally, spiritually. And just take the next few moments to contemplate that, just for you. And as you continue to rest and allow your mind, body, and spirit to be recharged, I just want to finish with this short quote from one of my favorite poems, Desiderata. I'm trying to get into either the sun or the shade here. So Desiderata was written a very long time ago, and it's a wonderful pose. You can continue to stay in Shavasana, or you can feel free to sit up if you're ready. All right, so a couple key lines from Desiderata. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. So seek silence. It's hard to find these days. Here's a key one that really, I believe, applies to me right now. So as many of you know, I'm 52, trying to really embrace the change. And this one really speaks to me, and speaks to me with the situation with letting go of the hair too. Take kindly to the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding just as it should. Meanwhile, of all days, there's construction going on. And it's all good because we're going with the flow. So that actually, I get a little bit choked up every single time I read it. I've read this hundreds, if not thousands of times. Take kindly to the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. I think the key word is gracefully. Instead of digging our nails in, or digging our heels in, or whatever you want to call it, being open to change, gracefully surrendering. And then be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. Absolutely. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you can join me live again on Monday, live or later, whether you miss it. If you miss it live, it's always there later, as I always say. The ponytail will be in hand then. And if you are following me on Instagram, that's also @FlexibleWarrior. I'll try to put in my stories some of the play-by-play. My grandniece, who is turning 10 in 3 days, is also donating her hair, which is much longer than mine. And so she and I are going to share this little experience. And I don't know why, but I'm all of a sudden getting choked up. So I got to go. But I'm just so happy that I get to share this experience with her and help embrace her at a young age, this power of giving to other people, to do hard things, to grow this hair. Healthy hair is not easy to grow. Maybe it is when you're 10 years old, but not at 52. It's easy to cut off unhealthy hair, maybe not. But it's kind of hard for me right now, I'm not gonna lie. And it may sound silly, like what's the big deal? You're just cutting off all your hair. But I'm not really ready, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So there you go. Thanks you guys so much. Namaste. The light within me truly honors and acknowledges the light within you. Thank you for being here. Please like, comment, and share. Carry your yoga practice off of your mat and into your life. Stay flexible, warriors. Bye.